The single greatest barrier between you and the success you want is not a lack of money, a lack of time, or a lack of opportunity. It is the simple, devastating fact that you have not learned to control your own mind. You wake up and your mind is already in charge. It pulls you into worry, distraction, self-doubt, and fear before the day even begins. It drags you into the past, paralyzed by regret. It throws you into the future, crippled by anxiety. It makes excuses, searches for comfort, and keeps repeating the same useless thoughts that held you back yesterday. That's why you stay stuck, because if you don't take control of your mind, it will keep leading you in the wrong, exhausting direction. But once you learn the only skill you need for success, the simple, decisive act of mind control, everything changes. You stop reacting. You stop wasting energy. You start making clear choices. You move with purpose. You stop feeling like a victim of your own thoughts and start acting like the commander of your own life. This is not a long, complex philosophical discussion. This is about giving you the practical, immediate instruction to take back control. This is about learning how to control your mind in 5 minutes. In the next few minutes, you will learn the mental command technique, the one simple 5-minute skill that you can apply right now and every time you need it to silence the noise and direct your attention with laser precision. This is where real change begins. It starts not with a grand gesture, but with a single, disciplined choice to lead yourself forward. Chapter 1. The One Skill: Commanding Your Attention. If you want success in any area, financial, relational, or personal, it begins with attention. Success doesn't start with a job or a bank account. It starts with how you manage your focus. The core problem is that most people believe they are their thoughts. They believe the constant chatter, the anxiety, and the self-doubt, that's just who they are. This confusion gives your mind absolute authority. You treat your thoughts like an unavoidable weather system. I just woke up anxious today. I can't help it. This is the central lie you must defeat. The single, only skill you need for success is the ability to choose your thoughts. While you cannot stop thoughts from entering your mind, you can absolutely control which ones you allow to stay and which ones you choose to entertain. The goal of the next 5 minutes is to transform your mind from a wild, reactive dog that chases every squirrel into a disciplined, focused servant that takes and executes a command. The 5-minute training, the mental command technique. This technique is the immediate interruption of an unproductive thought, replacing it with a focused, productive instruction. It is rooted in the principle we discussed in How to Control Your Mind for Success. You have to decide to command your mind. You will use this technique whenever you catch yourself doing one of the two most destructive things: the spiral, rewriting a conversation from the past or debating a minor decision for the 10th time, or the catastrophe, worrying about a future worst-case scenario that hasn't happened yet. Here is the 3-part rapid-fire drill you must execute within 5 minutes or less. Step 1. The interruption. 60 seconds. When you catch the destructive thought, you do not politely ask it to leave, you issue a verbal or silent command. Name it. Say silently or out loud, "Stop, this is a useless thought." You are labeling the thought as separate from reality. This single word creates the necessary mental distance. You are identifying yourself as the observer, not the participant. Physical break. You must immediately break the physical state tied to the thought. Stand up, walk to the window, or shake out your hands. The physical act breaks the mental loop. Your body takes control from your runaway mind. Step 2. The redirection. 2 minutes. You now redirect the energy of the useless thought into a specific, productive instruction. Ask the command question. What is the single, next physical step I can take right now that moves me forward? Issue the command. Immediately replace the overthought with a focused, productive instruction. This is not a vague affirmation. It is a clear task. If you are worrying about a debt, command, "Stop. I will now spend 120 seconds finding the single easiest bill to pay off today." If you were replaying a conversation, command, "Stop. I will now spend 120 seconds working on the next sentence of my report." If you were worrying about failure, command, "Stop. I will now spend 120 seconds gathering data on what could go wrong and creating one simple solution." Step 3. The execution. 2 minutes. This is the non-negotiable step. You must immediately, within seconds, physically move to execute the command for 120 uninterrupted seconds. The magic of the mental command technique is that it teaches your mind that there is a consequence for chasing useless thoughts. It will immediately be assigned a productive task. You are using the principle of success starts with you. Your life won't change until you do something about it. By directing your energy to action, you rob the thought of its power. Do this 5-minute drill 20 times a day, and you will physically feel the control surge back into your life. You are not waiting for motivation, you are commanding it. Chapter 2. The Fear Filter. Disarming worry. The primary function of the mind, left unchecked, is self-preservation, which translates into constant worry. This worry loop thrives on ambiguity. It takes a small seed of uncertainty and allows it to grow into a massive, vague catastrophe. To control your mind, you must force that ambiguity into the cold, hard light of day. This is where you apply the fear filter, a 2-part analytical tool to disarm worry and bring your focus back to the present. The fear filter protocol. When a new worry enters your mind, e.g., what if the client hates my proposal and I lose the entire project? You immediately subject it to these 2 questions. Question 1. Is this worry actionable? Ask yourself, can I take a physical action right now that guarantees this worry will go away? If the answer is yes, for example, I'm worried I forgot to send an email and I can send it in 30 seconds, then you execute the mental command technique immediately. The worry is a simple task that was waiting to be done. If the answer is no, for example, I can't force the client to like my work, I can't control their opinion, I can't guarantee the outcome, then the worry is immediately categorized as irrelevant noise. Question 2. What is the next smallest step? If the worry is classified as irrelevant noise because the outcome is outside your control, as per the Stoics' Guide to Inner Peace, you redirect your mind to the only thing you can control, your next step. Ask, what is the next 5-minute piece of work on the next project or task? You do not allow your mind to dwell on the irrelevant outcome. You instantly redirect it to a new, productive task that is completely within your control. You are teaching your mind that your attention is precious and only reserved for productive action. This is the power of the fear filter. You are not running from the worry. You are using the worry itself as a trigger to refocus your attention on something productive. The less time you spend debating worries, the more time you spend executing the steps that lead to success. Chapter 3. The non-negotiable self-talk. The most powerful form of mental control is the way you speak to yourself. This is the internal language that either builds you up or tears you down. Most people use their inner voice to destroy their focus and sabotage their momentum. They call themselves lazy, say they're not good enough, or claim they're not built for success. As we covered in Talk to Yourself Like This for Just 5 Days, this destructive language is not only negative, it's a lie that gives you an excuse for inaction. To maintain control, your inner monologue must become the voice of a disciplined coach or a leader, not a harsh critic. The self-talk command drill. Whenever you catch yourself using a negative, identity-defining judgment, you must immediately correct it with a statement of fact and an action-oriented instruction. This is the 5-minute drill for self-respect. If the thought is a lie of identity, I'm too lazy to finish this project, a statement of identity. The command is, correction, I am currently choosing comfort over consistency.
I will now use the mental command technique to execute the first 2 minutes of work. This is a statement of choice and action. If the thought is a lie of limitation, I'm stupid for making that mistake, an insult. The command is correction. That action resulted in X. I will now spend 2 minutes extracting the data of the lesson and then move on. This is a statement of fact and instruction based on the mistake protocol. If the thought is a lie of comparison, everyone else is ahead of me, I'm falling behind, a distraction. The command is correction. I am focused on the integrity of my process. My next action is to spend 2 minutes executing my planned task. My growth is non-negotiable. A statement of focus and self-worth, drawing from value yourself first. Your self-talk should not be emotional.
Chapter 7. The final 60 seconds. Locking in control. You have learned to interrupt the useless thought, replace it with a command, and execute that command for a minimum of 2 minutes. You have learned the 1% rule for consistent maintenance. Now we come to the most powerful, often overlooked part of mind control, the final 60 seconds. Your mind is a complex machine, and like any machine, it needs a proper shutdown sequence. Most people end their day or their work session by crashing out, closing the laptop, checking social media, or instantly switching to a stressful domestic task. This leaves the mental engine running at high speed, still debating, still analyzing. This is why you lay down at night and your mind immediately spirals into worry. You didn't give it a clean break. The final 60 seconds is a non-negotiable mental hygiene practice designed to assert control one last time before you rest or switch focus. It uses the principle of completeness to tell your mind the job is done. The 60-second completion protocol. Before you physically move to the next activity, whether it's dinner, a workout, or sleep, you execute this quick mental command. The factual audit, 20 seconds. Quickly review the past block of time, not emotionally, but factually. Ask, what 3 things did I accomplish, and what 1 thing did I learn? Do not judge what you didn't do. Focus only on the completed actions. This reinforces the identity that you are a person who executes. The mind is closed command, 20 seconds. You issue a definitive instruction to your mind, telling it to stand down from the current operation. You say, silently or out loud, the work is finished, the files are closed. The next scheduled task is, name the next task, e.g. dinner prep or rest. This is the mental command technique applied to time management. You are not waiting to feel relaxed, you are commanding the mental break. The physical release, 20 seconds. Take 3 deep, slow, intentional breaths. Count 4 seconds in, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This is the 60-second pause applied as a release mechanism. It physically signals to your body that the stressful, high-focus work is over, shifting you from the anxious decision-making state to a calm, restful state. This simple 1-minute routine prevents mental residue from leaking into your off time. It means when you're done with work, you're done with the thoughts of work. When you're done with an argument, you're done with the replaying of the argument. By enforcing this clear break, you reinforce your ultimate control, the ability to decide when and where your mind expends its energy. This is how you protect your personal time and ensure that your mind is fully rested and ready to receive your commands the very next morning. Chapter 8. The accountability of the gap. Why does the mental command technique work? Because it immediately closes the gap between the thought and the action. Most people fail because of the accountability gap, the small space of time between deciding to do something and actually starting it. That gap is where your mind steps in and begins the negotiation. I'll do it later. I'm not feeling motivated. Or, what if it fails? The longer that gap exists, the higher the chance your mind will win and derail the action. The essence of mind control is becoming intolerant of the accountability gap.
You must commit to becoming the person who moves immediately. The 3-second rule for action. We expand the mental command technique to incorporate a 3-second rule adapted for discipline. When a productive thought or necessary action enters your mind, you have 3 seconds to physically move before the negotiation begins. The thought. You think, I need to open the difficult email and reply. The gap. Your mind immediately attempts negotiation. I'll do it after coffee. It's too early. I don't know exactly what to say yet. The move. Before 3 seconds expire, you must physically touch the mouse, stand up, or open the relevant file. You break the physical inertia before the mental inertia can take hold. The goal is not to perfectly finish the task in 3 seconds, but to start the motion. Once the engine is running, it's easier to keep it going. Once you are physically in front of the email, your mind switches from debating to executing. This rule teaches your mind that motion is inevitable. It stops wasting energy negotiating because it knows the commander will assert control within 3 seconds anyway. You are removing the mental friction and replacing it with physical momentum. This eliminates the largest source of procrastination and immediately boosts your sense of self-trust, the belief that you will actually do what you say you will do. This is the simplest and most powerful way to guarantee success. Commit to immediate motion. Chapter 9. The Power of No. Protecting your control. Your newly acquired control is a finite resource. If you give it away to every person and every request, you will quickly be left with nothing to command your own life. This is the power of no, the essential skill of setting boundaries to protect your mental real estate. Most people say yes out of fear of conflict, fear of judgment, or the need for validation. This is external control overriding internal command. Every time you agree to something you don't want to do, you are telling your mind that external pressures are more important than your internal goals. This erodes the very control you are trying to build. The guilt-free no protocol, the 5-minute defense. You must learn to defend your time and energy in a way that is polite but firm, without engaging in the negotiation that feeds the overthinking loop. The instant pause, 60 seconds. Never give an answer immediately. When a request comes in, use the 60-second pause and acknowledge the guilt. I feel the urge to say yes, but my peace is non-negotiable. The fact-based refusal, 2 minutes. Your refusal must be concise and based on a non-negotiable fact, your current commitment, not a weak excuse. Avoid emotional language. The script. Thank you for thinking of me. I am currently operating at full capacity to execute my Q3 priorities, so I will not be able to take that on. I wish you the best with the project. The no justification rule, 2 minutes. The key to maintaining control is not over-explaining. Over-explanation is an apology, which invites debate. Your time and energy are not for negotiation. A simple, fact-based refusal is enough. Your command is final. By mastering the power of no, you are doing more than just saving time. You are enforcing the highest level of self-respect. You are commanding your mind to protect its own focus, energy, and peace. This control over your boundaries is the external proof that you are the commander, not a puppet to external demands. This defense is what ensures your success is sustainable. Chapter 10. The Ultimate Test. Dealing with difficult people. The ultimate test of your new mind control skill is how you handle difficult people. These are the critics, the energy vampires, the debaters, or the people whose negativity tries to infect your clarity. Your mind, left unchecked, will spiral into worry, anger, or frustration, expending massive energy replaying their words or trying to craft a perfect, convincing argument. This is a deliberate choice by your mind to sacrifice your internal peace for external validation. The detachment command, the 5-minute shield. When faced with a difficult person or toxic feedback, you must immediately apply the detachment command, the ultimate expression of the dichotomy of control. Identify the uncontrollable. 1 minute. Immediately ask, is the source of this frustration my action or their reaction or opinion? The answer is almost always their reaction or opinion, which is uncontrollable. The control command. 2 minutes. Assert control by focusing on your internal response. Say, I cannot control their opinion, only the integrity of my own response. I will not sacrifice my internal peace for their external opinion. This is the Stoic's guide to inner peace in action. You are commanding your mind to prioritize its own well-being. The data extraction. 2 minutes. If there is any constructive criticism hidden in the toxicity, quickly extract the data and discard the emotion. Ask, is there one actionable fact in their entire statement? If yes, you file the data. If no, you file the entire interaction as irrelevant noise and immediately execute the mental command technique to return to your primary task. You stop wasting time on the emotional debt of others. You are commanding your mind to act like a disciplined scientist. It collects data without emotion, uses what is useful, and discards the rest. This single skill, the detachment command, is the final piece of your mental control system. You now have the power to protect your thoughts from the world, guarantee your action, and assert control over your focus every 5 minutes of every day. This is the only skill you need for success, because it guarantees you are leading your life, not reacting to it. Chapter 11. The Power of Visualization. The 5-Minute Blueprint.